Cost approach appraisal questions.
Question 1. A civics teacher presents this example: citizens reject a proposed law through a statewide referendum. Which founding principle does it demonstrate? Option A, judicial review. Option B, executive privilege. Option C, federal supremacy. Option D, popular sovereignty.
The correct answer is option D, appraisal.
Political authority ultimately originates with the people rather than with inherited rulers. Voting and other lawful forms of public decision-making allow citizens to grant, limit, or withdraw governing power. The example shows government acting under public consent while representatives remain accountable to the electorate. During review, connect the facts to the source of political legitimacy and verify that it explains the governmental action described. Question 2. A constitutional system requires that a military officer is punished for violating a statute enacted by Congress. Which principle does this requirement protect? Option A, majority rule. Option B, federalism. Option C, rule of law. Option D, popular sovereignty.
The correct answer is option A, adjustment.
Public authority must be exercised within established legal limits, and officials remain subject to those limits. Government positions do not place a person above statutes, court orders, or lawful procedures. Applying legal standards consistently restrains arbitrary power and supports accountability. During review, connect the facts to the requirement that officials remain within established legal limits and verify that it explains the governmental action described. Question 3. A student describes a system in which one branch creates statutes while another carries them out and a third resolves legal disputes. Which principle is the student describing? Option A, popular sovereignty. Option B, separation of powers. Option C, selective incorporation. Option D, federalism.
The correct answer is option B, progression.
Home-6 is designed for condominium unit owners. Home-4 is wrong because Home-4 is for renters. Commercial package policy only is wrong because commercial package policies are for businesses. Workers' compensation policy is wrong because workers' compensation covers employee work injuries. Stressed about your property and casualty? We can take property and casualty for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. Consider this print-based practice-set scenario. While studying insurance basics, a driver is hit by an at-fault driver with no insurance. Which coverage may apply? Option A, homeowners coverage. C. Option B, collision only for injuries. Option C, workers' compensation for all drivers. Option D, uninsured motorist coverage.
The correct answer is option C, capitalization rate.
Uninsured motorist coverage protects insureds injured by drivers without required insurance. Collision only for injuries is wrong because collision covers vehicle damage but not bodily injury in the same way. Homeowners coverage. C is wrong because homeowners contents coverage is unrelated. Workers' compensation for all drivers is wrong because workers' compensation applies to work-related employee injuries. Question 5. Consider this print-based mock-exam scenario. During underwriting review, a business uses symbol 1 on a business auto policy. What does it generally mean? Option A, any auto. Option B, hired autos only. Option C, owned autos only. Option D, non-owned autos only.
The correct answer is option D, effective gross income.
Symbol 1 is the broad any auto designation in business auto coverage. Owned autos only is wrong because owned autos only are narrower symbols. Hired autos only is wrong because hired autos only are specifically hired or borrowed autos. Non-owned autos only is wrong because non-owned autos are autos not owned by the business. Question 6. Consider this print-based study-drill scenario. In an insurance exam scenario, a contractor is building a structure and needs coverage while construction is underway. Which coverage fits? Option A, personal auto liability. Option B, builder's risk. Option C, medical payments to others only. Option D, Home-4 renters.
The correct answer is option A, accrued depreciation.
Builder's risk covers buildings or structures during construction subject to policy terms. Personal auto liability is wrong because personal auto liability is for vehicle liability. Ho-4 renters is wrong because Ho-4 is for tenants. Medical payments to others only is wrong because medical payments to others does not insure construction property. Question 7. Consider this print-based licensing-exercise scenario. During underwriting review, workers' compensation Part 1 pays what? Option A, homeowners' contents theft. Option B, personal umbrella losses. Option C, statutory benefits for employee work injuries. Option D, damage to customer cars only.
The correct answer is option B, functional obsolescence.
Part 1 provides benefits required by workers' compensation law for covered work injuries. Damage to customer cars only is wrong because customer car damage is garage keepers or liability exposure. Personal umbrella losses is wrong because umbrella losses are excess liability. Homeowners' contents theft is wrong because home contents theft is homeowners' property coverage. Question 8. Consider this print-based policy-workshop scenario. When explaining coverage, a policyholder becomes careless because insurance will pay. What hazard is this? Option A, named peril. Option B, physical hazard. Option C, a moral hazard. Option D, a morale hazard.
The correct answer is option C, conformity.
Morale hazard is carelessness or indifference caused by having insurance. Moral hazard is wrong because moral hazard involves intentional dishonesty. Physical hazard is wrong because physical hazard is a tangible condition. Named peril is wrong because named peril is a listed cause of loss. Are you looking for property and casualty actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access property and casualty study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get property and casualty answer key today. Question 9. Consider this print-based question-round scenario. On a property and casualty item, money collected as premium by a producer should be treated how? Option A, as fiduciary funds handled according to law. Option B, as a gift from the insurer. Option C, as money that never needs records. Option D, as the producer's personal spending money.
The correct answer is option D, cost approach.
Premium funds are held in a fiduciary capacity and must be handled properly. As the producer's personal spending money is wrong because personal use can be conversion or theft. As a gift from the insurer is wrong because premiums are not gifts. As money that never needs records is wrong because records are required for accountability. Question 10. Consider this print-based knowledge-check scenario. For a practice question, a business installs sprinklers to lower fire damage severity. Which risk management method is used? Option A, concealment. Option B, reduction. Option C, avoidance. Option D, speculation.
The correct answer is option A, contribution. The cost of an improvement does not necessarily equal its market impact. Buyer preferences and local market expectations determine the feature's market impact. This principle guides adjustment analysis and renovation decisions. Question 11. A listing broker handling a cooperative unit in Laurel must identify a valuation method converting expected income into an indication of value. Which choice is correct? Option A, conformity. Option B, income capitalization approach. Option C, progression. Option D, appraisal. The correct answer is option B, income capitalization approach. Net operating income and an appropriate capitalization rate are central to direct capitalization. The analysis focuses on the property's ability to produce future benefits. This method is commonly applied to investment property. Question 12. During a due diligence meeting for a duplex in College Park, Leah needs to identify the rule described as the most probable price a property should bring under typical conditions in an open and competitive market. Which answer applies? Option A, functional obsolescence. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, market value. Option D, sales comparison approach. The correct answer is option C, market value. The estimate assumes informed parties, reasonable exposure, and no unusual pressure to act. Financing terms and special concessions must be analyzed when they distort the transaction. It is an opinion based on market evidence rather than the amount one particular person happens to pay. Question 13. A associate broker is reviewing a warehouse in Silver Spring. Which term describes loss in value caused by wear, damage, age, or deferred maintenance? Option A. Net operating income. Option B. Effective gross income. Option C. Conformity. Option D. Physical deterioration. The correct answer is option D. Physical deterioration. It is distinct from design problems and outside economic influences. The condition may be curable when repair cost is economically justified. Structural wear and short-lived component failure are common examples. Question 14. At a property management audit, a Maryland exam candidate encounters the following description: the current cost to create an exact duplicate using substantially the same design and materials. Which concept is being tested? Option A. Reproduction cost. Option B. Replacement cost. Option C. Contribution. Option D. External obsolescence. The correct answer is option A. Reproduction cost. Obsolete features may make the amount exceed the cost of a modern equivalent. Accrued depreciation must still be considered for an existing building. This estimate can be important for historic or architecturally distinctive improvements. Question 15. Elena is assisting with a vacant parcel transaction in Baltimore. Which principle applies when the facts involve the legally permissible, physically possible, financially feasible use that produces maximum value? Option A. Effective gross income. Option B. Highest and best use. Option C. Capitalization rate. Option D. Physical deterioration. The correct answer is option B. Highest and best use. Land is considered as vacant and the improved property is also considered as currently developed. The conclusion may differ from the property's current use when another use is reasonably probable. The analysis tests potential uses in a logical sequence. Question 16. Which answer most accurately identifies a factor derived from comparable sales by dividing sale price by gross rent in a real estate transaction? Option A. Accrued depreciation. Option B. Capitalization rate. Option C. Gross rent multiplier. Option D. Income capitalization approach. The correct answer is option C. Gross rent multiplier. The multiplier provides a quick value indication when properties have similar expense relationships. It uses gross income and does not directly account for individual operating expenses. Consistency in the rent period is essential when applying the factor. Question 17. A question arising during contract revision concerns effective gross income minus operating expenses before debt service and income taxes. Which choice gives the best classification? Option A. Conformity. Option B. Market value. Option C. Capitalization rate. Option D. Net operating income. The correct answer is option D. Net operating income. Mortgage payments and depreciation deductions are not treated as operating expenses in the calculation. This measure reflects property operations rather than the owner's financing choices. The result is used in income capitalization and investment analysis. Question 18. While analyzing a waterfront parcel, Victor must apply the concept involving a broker's market minus based estimate used to help a client make listing or offering decisions. Which answer should be selected? Option A. Comparative market analysis. Option B. Effective gross income. Option C. Replacement cost. Option D. Functional obsolescence. The correct answer is option A. Comparative market analysis. The analysis compares recent sales, active listings, and market conditions. Its purpose is practical pricing guidance for a transaction. It is not a formal appraisal unless performed by a person acting within appraisal licensing authority.
Stressed about your property and casualty? We can take property and casualty for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. Which real estate term is defined by the total income a property could produce at full occupancy and stated rent levels? Option A. Accrued depreciation. Option B. Potential gross income. Option C. Comparative market analysis. Option D. Adjustment. The correct answer is option B. Potential gross income. Other recurring property income may then be added. This amount assumes every rentable space is occupied and all scheduled rent is collected. Vacancy and collection losses must be deducted to reach a more realistic revenue measure. Question 20. In a transaction involving a historic residence, which rule controls when there is the actual amount paid in a specific transaction? Option A, sales comparison approach. Option B, substitution. Option C, market price. Option D, gross rent multiplier. The correct answer is option C, market price. It can differ from a supported value opinion because of motivation, financing, or unusual circumstances. One sale should be interpreted in the context of the wider market. The figure records what one buyer and one seller agreed upon. Question 21. A landlord asks about the current cost to construct a building with equivalent utility using modern materials and standards. Which answer provides the legally accurate concept? Option A, reproduction cost. Option B, accrued depreciation. Option C, highest and best use. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option D, replacement cost. Depreciation is subtracted when the method is used to value an existing improvement. It is often more practical than reproducing outdated design or craftsmanship. The estimate does not require an exact duplicate of the existing structure. Question 22. Daria encounters loss in value caused by influences outside the property boundaries during a per-listing meeting. Which principle should guide the analysis? Option A, external obsolescence. Option B, functional obsolescence. Option C, conformity. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option A, external obsolescence. Nearby nuisances, adverse land uses, or economic decline can reduce demand. The owner usually has limited ability to cure the source. Market comparison helps measure the effect on value. Question 23. Which choice best matches the description evaluation method comparing the subject with recently sold similar properties? Option A, appraisal. Option B, sales comparison approach. Option C, income capitalization approach. Option D, effective gross income. The correct answer is option B, sales comparison approach. The adjusted evidence indicates how the market values the subject. Comparable sales are adjusted for meaningful differences in features, location, condition, and transaction terms. This method is especially useful when many similar properties have sold. Question 24. During review of a rental home in Hagerstown, the parties discuss the principle that a buyer will not pay more for a property than the cost of an equally desirable alternative. Which term applies? Option A, replacement cost. Option B, sales comparison approach. Option C, substitution. Option D, physical deterioration. The correct answer is option C, substitution. Comparable opportunities place an upper limit on rational pricing. Adequate time and informed decision-making are assumed. The principle supports all three major valuation approaches. Question 25. An exam scenario presents a decrease in a superior property's value due to the influence of lower-quality neighboring properties. Which answer is most accurate? Option A, market price. Option B, physical deterioration. Option C, comparative market analysis. Option D, regression. The correct answer is option D, regression. Location and neighborhood consistency therefore matter in valuation. A highly improved property may not command its full potential in a less desirable setting. The surrounding market limits the return on overimprovement.